Welcome back to the show, everybody. It is your Tuesday edition of TVA's Good Morning Vail. I have two beautiful ladies with me right here on the sofa, and I just got the pronunciations of your names, Lisa Pisciotta and Stevi Bratschie. How are you, ladies?
Doing well.
Yay, so nice to have you here. Thanks for getting up early and being here with us. So now you guys are here with Mountain Youth. Correct?
Yes.
And you have a lot of great things going on. First of all, we just want to thank you guys for what you do for the kids here in our community. It's a wonderful organization. How long has Mountain Youth been around?
About 20 years.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
So the kids that started with it are now adults bringing their kids over to Mountain Youth. That's very interesting. Now I want to start off with something that you guys have coming up on Thursday. It's restorative practice. I'm curious to know what that is.
Wonderful. Well, I'm Lisa Pisciotta.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, and I work for the Eagle County School District.
Nice.
Yes, so on Thursday, we are going to be doing a presentation for families on restorative. So restorative is a way of managing issues and conflict in a way that's really productive. So the restorative practice originated from indigenous cultures about how we manage discipline and how we manage problems. So it has a long, long history. But what we've seen is restorative has now been widespread in schools, in the criminal justice systems, at home. So we really want to help families understand how to use restorative at home because we're doing a ton of restorative in our schools.
Now that's interesting, and when people think of the word restorative, it almost feels like a rebuilding or like a coming back from something and making it bigger and grander.
Yes.
And so that's something that within the children, the mind between the school system and Mountain Youth, you guys have everything covered. What would take place within this on Thursday? What would we be doing?
So what I would like to do is help families understand what's happening within the school systems, and then also giving practical skills on what to do in a restorative fashion at home. So really thinking about incentive systems, thinking about conversations, thinking about lots of things that really help to avoid the conflicts that happen at home.
Okay. And what are some of those? Can you give a couple away? I'm just curious.
Well, certainly. We are going to focus on designed questions that we use in the schools, and we'll share with parents that really help students and actually anyone understand like how their behavior affected others, and then helping them figure out how to fix it. So much is around fixing the harm and doing it in a way that's productive. So often, kids are sent home suspended. They don't really gain or understand or learn exactly. And this is different. This is where a student has to sit in front of somebody that they've hurt and hear how that has affected that person, and then come up with a plan of how to resolve it and fix it.
Communication? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, where were you guys when I was in school? Because it was almost like the Wild West of schools, because nobody really took the time like you all do to really get into the minds of the kids and understand what they're going through. And maybe if somebody's being bullied, why is that bully doing it? There's reasons behind things. Instead of just getting angry and suspending a child, find out what's going on in their head, find out what's going on at home, find out what can be done to fix this. And it's just a wonderful experience for everybody, the parents especially, because they might be frustrated and not even understand what's going on with that. So, I mean, this is really cool, and I like the fact that you do it in both English and in Spanish.
Yes.
So everybody can get involved in this. And this is going to be on Thursday at the Edwards Early Learning Center. Now, is that near Riverwalk?
I was just going to tell you the address.
Okay,
so it's
great.
1121 Miller Ranch Road.
Oh, okay.
So right.
That's easy.
Yeah, it's an
Yes.
easy location. We are going to have an interpreter, and we're going to have childcare and food. So we welcome everyone to come.
You're going to have childcare? That's
We
so
always offer
amazing.
childcare at all of our events so that any family can come, trying to reduce all the barriers.
I love that. So they can actually pay attention to what's going on, and then the kids can have their little field day with whomever you have to have play games or whatever it is that you do with
exactly.
them. That's amazing. So now, how did you guys combine minds and forces?
Well, at Mountain Youth, we have a community education series called Eat, Chat, Connect.
Okay.
And we usually have one once a month, and we look for experts or leaders within our community and elsewhere to come and present to parents and youth on a different mental health topic or especially like learning about what is happening within the schools. And we thought this would be a great partnership. Since students are learning about restorative practices, we want parents to also learn about what's going on, what are the students learning about, how can we implement this in our schools. So we just thought this would be a great partnership. Mountain Youth and Eagle County School District works very closely together.
I'm glad they should.
On other programs. And so, yeah, we just like to support one another and support our families.
No, I mean, it's just a wonderful combination because the two of you seem very altruistic and you really care, and you were just called a leader and an expert. So hey, your day's been made.
That's right, definitely.
So what other kinds of things do you guys do combined together that help our kids and families?
Sure. So there's another program that we are working on. It's called Prime for Life, and that is another alternative to suspension program. It's for youth that might be using substances such as alcohol or tobacco or marijuana. And if they're caught using those on school grounds or even outside of school, then we want to work with those students to support them in either recovery or understanding the risks that are associated with using substances so early on. And so it could be offset their suspension, either in school or out of school. So we're working with the school district on that. We have other programs that the school district will refer to us for. One is called We Hear You. And so that's for youth who, again, might be struggling with truancy or communication issues either within the school or at home. And we have a trained facilitator come together with the parents and the youth together to learn how to better communicate with one another, understand like youth development and where their brains actually are. So that's another program that we work very closely with the schools with. We receive a lot of referrals from counselors for that program.
Well, I gotta say, rearing children has come a long way. It's such a much more gentle approach that you guys are doing, and I love the idea that if a kid gets caught, let's say smoking cigarettes, my parents would be like, smoke the whole pack, you'll never smoke again, and then you're like, this is why I sound like this now. So, you know, the tough love thing is good for certain scenarios, but really this gentle approach that you all have come up with is really wonderful, because I think that kids want to be heard, and when you're busy yelling at them or not caring, it's not about not caring, but it's just what we're programmed to do. You know, you're drowning out what they're saying because you're so angry. But then when people like you guys come in and you can make it a much more even field for communication.
And I have to share that it's not actually easier. The things that we ask students to do take time.
I
to
bet.
sit in a conference and a circle and hear from somebody else how you've harmed them and then figure out how to fix it is way harder than going home for a day.
That's so true.
It is a lot of work to help kids grow, and that's really an important piece that we have to consider.
It really is, but we've seen such a change in the dynamic. Moms and dads are both equally involved in their kids' lives and things like that. And everything that you guys do for the kids, the youth here, it sets us up for a much brighter future and a much more just exciting thing for us all to look forward to, unless we're older and we won't be around. But still, I think what you guys are doing is wonderful, altruistic, beautiful, and gentle, and I can't thank you enough. So we have Lisa Pisciotta from the Eagle County School District, and we have Stevi Bratschie from Restorative Practices, and I can't thank you guys enough, Mountain Youth rather. But Thursday, make sure you get on over there, and real quick, we're gonna close out, but how do people reach out to you guys?
So you can register at mountainyouth.org. We have all of our events listed on our calendar page. So that's the best way to register. And I think
when you come, you'll be able to reach me. You can see my information's on the handout.
Well, you ladies are wonderful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making our future more brighter and exciting to look forward to. And we have a future coming here. So I bet you're going to be the most amazing mom. Thank you, ladies, for being here on TV8 with me. It's been wonderful. You guys, check it out. Eagle County Schools and, of course, Mountain Youth doing great things for our families here in our community. We are TV8. We'll be right back.